What is going on, guys? As you can see, my car is not back together, and I'm very frustrated with that. Yesterday, I did not film at all, and I pretty much spent 6 hours trying to get a pilot bushing out.
Hey, your coffee's in here.
That's your coffee.
No, mine's right here with me.
Damn it. Okay, BRB. So anyways, I spent like 6 hours trying to get this pilot bushing out. And basically what's going on is I'd rent a pilot bushing puller from an auto parts store, and they're made for an actual bearing. So it wasn't hooking on the brass that, here, I'll find my new one to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's right here. So this one here is 2-piece, which is going to be a lot easier for install and taking it out in the future. But let me try and focus this. Focus. So there you go. So the little jaws aren't hooking on this, and it's just fucking eating the brass away and making a mess. So me and Orion and I are going to Crystal River. I'm going to try and get a tap, and I'm going to thread the tap in, and then I'm going to try and pull it out somehow. I don't know. But this is the last thing I have to do. It's just get this gearbox in the car. And I actually have a list over here. Here's the new clutch and shit. It is bleed coolant, gearbox install, dismount tires, change the clutch line, wash the car. Boom. That's it. Orion's got nitrous. It's fucking badass.
At all? At all. Rosetta's gotten a tiny bit better.
Right, Orion got a little temperature gun. Make sure his nitrous bottle's nice and warm. And what do you call that? Air check?
Yeah, it's tire inflator.
Yeah, we need that.
Gauge.
Definitely need that.
And
we
have an air compressor with no inflator.
Yeah. And no paint gun anymore because it's broken.
No, I bought a new one.
Oh, fire. This is my last ray of hope. This blind hole puller, slide hammer setup should work. Alright, so my puller kit that I got from Harbor Freight, it works. It locks on, unlike the other ones, it hasn't broke yet. So we're on the right path. The only thing is, it is stuck in there, like it's not working. So, Paul, if you guys don't know who Paul is, Paul Scott, Paul_Scott, follow him on Instagram. He's the one who painted my car and got the paint for the car. Shout out to Paul. If you need paint, holler at him. But let's show him what we made, dude. Let's show him the shank. We made a prison shank out of a hacksaw blade, and we're gonna cut a little section out of it, and hopefully it'll collapse on itself and we can pull it out, because we've got like 3 days to get this thing all finished and done, and we're gonna bust our ass tonight. I'm gonna buy Paul some beer, and we're gonna party. Well, after 2 days of struggling with this pilot bearing, we resorted to cutting it, drilling it, and using a blind hole puller. We used just about every tool to get this fucking thing out. Alright, so we got the flywheel on, the adapter plate on, clutch disc and pressure plate on. I'm replacing this clutch line. As you can see, it was resting on my header and got toasted. So we're gonna replace it with this beautiful brand new one with some heat shielding on it, and it should do the job. So I'm gonna screw this on and then run it along. I'm gonna run it a different way because it kind of looked like shit before. So I'll put it on and show you guys what it looks like.
Ow.
The new clutch line's on. I'm gonna run it up and across here, so it'll kind of be hidden. You can't really tell right now, but it'll look sick. Transmission is under and about to go up. Orion, what time is it?
4 in the morning.
So Orion's gonna tilt the engine forward like this. You can see it moving there. He's gonna tilt the engine forward, and we're gonna lift up the gearbox, try and get it up, and throw a couple pieces of hardware in. And then in the training mount, and it should be good. Okay, as you can see, there is more than we had before out here. It is 5:01 in the morning. we had to resort to taking the headers off. We were trying to push the motor down. It is a very tight squeeze, and I probably should have hammered out the tunnel a little bit more for situations like this. On a lift, it's not bad because you can put a tranny jack under the pan, tilt the engine back, slide the gearbox up. It's not a big deal. It's really quick, actually. But in this situation right now, we are fucked. Fucked is right. Well, we've got a couple days left, so tomorrow we're gonna jump back on it.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Conversation's got boring.
Should we talk about Chow's vocabulary on the word aches?
Chow was convinced his whole time being in America that the word axe was pronounced aches because his English teacher, when he was in like, when did you move here? When you were in like 5th grade or 4th grade?
I was 6th grade.
6th grade, they told him that when the E is at the end of the word, the A is always hard, or whatever that means, where it sounds like A.
Yeah,
so
he used the regular.
He called it aches the whole time. He was like, we need to smash Caleb's engine with an aches. I was like, what did you just say? With eggs? And he's like, no, aches, like aches. And I'm like, that is literally the word axe. He thought it was aches.
Struggles of trying to do this shit on the floor in my shop. We're going to Evan's shop, who has a lift. We're going to throw it up. We're going to get the gearbox in, get the drive shaft up, get the exhaust up, and fingers crossed, everything we did fixes the issue that we were having at the track. I wish I had footage of the noise that it was producing, but I don't. So fingers crossed, fixes it. We're about to pull up right now, get the car unloaded, get it on the lift. So after about an hour and a half, maybe 2 of messing with everything, we got it up. It is a very tight fit, and I would really like to have a dog box now. But everything's up. Exhaust, the last thing. We got to drop the car, bolt up the headers, and then exhaust and go outside and break this clutch in a little bit. There's no 500 miles that you have to do or anything like that. You just have to slip the clutch a few times and get it to mat together a little bit. All right. The car's on the ground. Gearbox is up. It's back together. One issue though, my slave is bad and we don't have a new slave here. So I'm going to have to get one and put it in at the house. It is approximately 4:30 in the morning or 4:20 in the morning. And yeah, it's all back together. So the clutch isn't engaging. The slave isn't doing its job. We're going to have to get a new one. And other than that, all good, I think. I started it up, it's running a little rough. I'm not sure why, so I don't know. But I'm exhausted, and this video is taking 3 days to film, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in a day or maybe tomorrow or 2 days. I don't know, but I'll see you soon. Peace.